Hi and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, then my name is Soph and I have just finished my A-levels and results day is right around the corner. But this was a really heavily requested video and that was how to survive year 13. So here are some little bits of tips, advice, all that jazz. So it is reasonably similar to year 12. I mean, obviously you're still working towards the same qualifications, you're in the same kind of environment, same school, same people, all of that. There is a slight step up in work, but I think the thing that makes year 13 harder than year 12 is the fact that you're also balancing whatever you're going to do next year as well. So for most people, that is a UCAS application. And I think that's what makes it seem so much harder than year 12. And especially if you don't have it all under control, it's much easier for things to then spiral out. So the first thing is, if there were any mistakes that you made in year 12, so say for example you didn't use your freeze productively, you didn't do all your homework, you didn't make revision resources, anything like that, make sure that you learned from that. If you haven't made revision resources, then make sure that you do that basically now, and then for the year 13 content, make sure that you do it as you go along so that when it gets to the final exam season, you're not like, oh wait, hang on a minute, I've got nothing to revise from, because that will be dreadful, so don't do that. You've got time to fix it, don't panic, go make them now. And then as soon as you get all the necessary details from your school about your, like, how to log into UCAS and all of that, start filling in your UCAS form. So there's like a section to put in your GCSEs and a section to put in your personal details, nothing to do with like your A-level predicted grades or your personal statement or your choices or anything like that, but things that you can very easily put in. So basically as soon as you get the details that you need to log in, do that, it's done, then you don't have to worry about it. Then make sure that you have a good first draft of your personal statement by September. So perhaps the last couple of weeks of the summer you should spend writing a good first draft so that when you go back in September, no matter when your deadline is, you've got something good already to start with that you can then get feedback on, and then hopefully you should be ready within really good time. So definitely ask your teachers for help and advice, whether that's on which uni to go to, which course you should do, revision, A-levels, anything. Make sure you utilise your teachers because that is what they are there for. Yes, depending on what course you're applying to uni can be quite time consuming, particularly for medics and OXBRIDGE, but at the same time you have to make sure that you keep on top of your A-level content while applying to uni, especially for medics and OXBRIDGE, because you're going to have a tough offer to meet at the end of it. So it's all great and well getting the offer, but then if all of your A-level content is completely gone out the window, then you're not going to be able to meet your offer. So basically it was a waste of time, and if you let it go then it's going to be harder to get it back. So as hard as it can be, make sure you stay on top of it. Aim to submit your UCAS 2 weeks before your deadline. So for medics and OXBRIDGE that is the 15th of October, so you want to be aiming to submit it on the 1st. And for everyone else that is the 15th of January, so again you want to be aiming to submit it on the 1st, just so that you've got a lot of time to spare so that your teacher can get the reference in, they can check it for any mistakes. Occasionally UCAS does go down, and if you are there 5 minutes before the deadline and it goes down and you miss it, you're going to be screwed, so just get it in a couple of weeks early. If you don't know what you want to do next year, please don't be afraid to take a gap year. The number of people I know who aren't sure whether they should be studying what they've signed up for and are like, well, I don't know what else to do, so I'm just going to go for it. And I know so many people who are a couple of years older who have ended up dropping out because they were in that position a couple of years ago. And honestly, uni is expensive. Whilst you do get a loan for it, it's not like other loans, but you still do have to pay most of it back, so it is quite a commitment. So if you're not sure, please don't start. Please take a year out, think about it, and then apply next year. Just because all of your friends are going off doesn't mean that you have to go with them. You can wait another year, it doesn't matter. Yeah, you don't have to go when your friends are going. You don't have to do what your friends are doing. It's your life. You need to decide. So that goes from which uni they're going to, what they're studying, all of that. Please don't follow your friends. Do what you want to do. Equally, don't do something just because your parents want you to do it. Because let's be honest, you're going to be miserable because it's not them sitting the degree, it's you that's got to do all the work. But then at the same time, don't work all the time. I will say this and I will say this again, do not do more than 8 hours work a day, and that includes your like lessons or lectures or whatever you've got, your homework, your revision, anything like that is included. Do not do more than 8 hours a day or you will burn out. No matter how stressful year 13 gets, make sure you still see your friends and do not give up all your extracurriculars. Now, I absolutely loved year 13, so please don't be scared about it. There are bits that are a bit trickier, like applying to uni, so I applied to Cambridge and that was quite a commitment, which I don't really think I understood beforehand how much of a commitment that was going to be, but it was amazing. I don't really have any regrets for year 13. If anything, I think I would have gone out more than I did. Yeah, so please don't be put off. You're going to be fine. You're going to do great. Thank you for watching.